Republican lawyer and Lincoln Project co-founder, George Conway, wrote in a Washington Post column Thursday that there are a lot of commonalities in Mary Trump's forthcoming tell-all book and the Supreme Court decision passed down in President Donald Trump's case with New York prosecutor Cy Vance. Mary Trump, who is a clinical psychologist, delivers professional judgments about the president's indisputable narcissism and, perhaps, sociopathy dovetail with those that other experts have reached before, wrote Conway. Yet not the possible diagnoses that give Mary Trump's book its punch, it's the factual detail that only a family member could provide. Advertisement. Conway cited Mary Trump's details that the president paid a friend to take the SATs for him and tried to trick his mentally declining father into signing a codicil that would have stripped his siblings of their inheritances, wrote Conway. Her specifics all lead to the same brutal conclusions. The sum total of who my uncle is, she says, consists of lies, misrepresentations, and fabrications. He's incapable of growing, learning, or evolving. He lacks true competence, his real skills being self-aggrandizement, lying, and sleight of hand. His own sister, a former federal appellate judge, thinks of her brother as a clown, unsuited for office. Kayleigh McEnany, the White House press secretary, called Too Much and Never Enough a book of falsehoods. Conway noted that Mary Trump's depiction of her uncle is a story of a man who has lived his life largely above the law and away from any accountability for his actions. It's as though Donald has been institutionalized for most of his adult life, the book says, so there is no way to know how he would thrive, or even survive, on his own in the real world. Conway cited that Donald Trump was really nothing more than a vanity project for his father and used the family's money to put on a show about his wealth and success when it's nothing more than fiction. Advertisement. When sales of assets of his father's estate weren't enough to clean up his finances, a television producer, through artful editing and image making, presented him as a legitimately successful tycoon, something he never managed to be, Conway explained. Now, Trump is using the presidency to try and protect himself, and ironically, Trump v. Vance was all because Mary Trump exposed her uncle as a crook in the New York Times. The Supreme Court would have none of it, wrote Conway. Its decision rejected Trump's narcissistic vision of the presidency. Advertisement. Justice Robert ruled that the public has a right to every man's evidence, whether he's the president or not, for the country. By adhering to that principle, the court vindicated the rule of law, said Conway. But for Donald Trump personally, his niece's book and the Supreme Court decision may someday be remembered as the beginning of the end of his institutional protections, and not just in a legal sense. Much of the power of the presidency comes from the perception of it, and that perception is now waning as the president bleeds out in the polls. As that power ebbs, more Mary Trumps and John Boltons will tell their stories, or give their evidence to investigators, with ever less fear. Advertisement. He closed by citing Mary Trump's observation that the walls are closing in on Trump's very expensive and well-guarded padded cell are starting to disintegrate. Check out the editorial at the Washington Post. Enjoy good journalism? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we here at Raw Story believe in the power of progressive journalism. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to keep watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and legal efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. And unlike other news outlets, we've decided to make our original content free, but we need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent, unbinged from corporate overlords. We fight to ensure no one is forgotten. We need your support in this difficult time. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Click to donate by check. Value Raw Story? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we believe in the power of progressive journalism, and we're investing in investigative reporting as other publications give it the axe. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to keep watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. We need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent. You won't find mainstream media bias here. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us in the future. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Let's block ads. Why?
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.